So let's be clear today. Let's show the balance. It is an incredible, not an incredible, it is a huge red day. This is unacceptable red. And I'll be honest, I don't really have a max stop loss rule. And that's for two reasons. First of all, my edge doesn't change whether I win or lose, but this time just proved me perhaps I truly should work with this max stop loss, because now I am minus $466. If I had a max stop loss, it would have been $150. That would be my max stop loss for today. I didn't work with a max stop, so perhaps I will just implement that, a max stop loss rule, in order to avoid these type of huge red days. It's quite a setback. So let's check today's trades, see what went wrong, what went right, and what we can learn from it. This was just my usual volcano setup, the first one. I didn't really expect much. Yeah, we are at these highs. Perhaps we can squeeze a little. There's resistance, so it's still a tricky chart. It's still a chart that's like questionable. Should I trade my volcano setup? We see a back holder, so there's a lot of downside as well. But volume came in, and I thought I'm just gonna play this one safe, and I'm just minus $7, just testing the waters. I tested the waters. Well, they didn't work. Small loss, that is okay. On the other hand, SUPPX, I kind of fucked this up. I was plus. I gave a bunch of profit back to the market. So first, yeah, I gapped up. I don't recall the catalyst, but it traded like a bit like an IPO. We don't have a lot of news. I had some positive catalyst. Now, I was watching this and then it got halted upwards. Now, by this time already was quite in red, because I'm not doing this on chronological order. I don't know why, but by this time I already was quite in red, and I was thinking, oh my god, now I'm missing this halt upwards. We have here a potential for a squeeze. So I entered in, but it was way too late. This is for me not an entry. I can do it very, very small size if I do it in. I can do very small size in the hope that it would pan out, but I just made my size smaller. I added in for this bounce, and then I was just unclear. Yeah, then I was afraid. Then I was like, oh my god, we're gonna get sold into. So, but I saw here this resistance on the top. So I was looking here for this resistance. So whatever I had left from my position, I sold here at the high, and then I switched my buys to the short side. And if we would break here this view up area, then we just short into. So I shorted right below view up, took a little of profit here. It was my regular profit target. I know it looks very close, and we ended up going way lower, expecting actually to go to, we never reached the low of the day. So when we came to test, I short again. I shorted twice again, took some profit here. So shorted, took profit, short again, took profit, try to get expected here an extended move, didn't come. And then by this time, here already 12 past. So this is the time I have to stop trading no matter my PNL. But yeah, 5 minutes later, I kind of kept on trying, and I just gave all the profits that I made here just back. Bit unfortunate. This trade is purely based on my mistakes. There would be two possibilities. One possibility is I just wait here for a squeeze higher. We can't, then I'm just gonna have my bias for a short to that position, and then yeah, we will have here my move. Would not have been a huge winner, but still would have been a decent winner and nice green ticker. Okay, then we go to REPL. This one, ooh, whatever happened here to my minus $250, minus $200. This is, and I don't. So my first entry was the first, like I was opening my account, and we see this squeeze with volume, and we come to test that area. Now, I don't like to play these test areas, and I shouldn't play these test areas, because I scrapped it already from my playbook, because a simple reason, I'm not good in it, to be honest. So these bounces, I have calculated how profitable I am in these bounces. I'm not. Therefore, I should not be trading them. So I tried to play this bounce. Yeah, it didn't work out. And that's a good lesson. So now there are two areas. We have to also check what is here happening on a daily chart. We have here, we got a massive gap up from these lows. We got some catalyst, and either there can be some profit taking, or some fundamental good news, we can squeeze higher. So I'm still not certain, will we go low, will we go higher, we go short. Now there are two things that can happen either way. So either way, I can see here this rejection at these highs, and I can short sell these highs. So this would have been an entry, and then if I short these highs, I add in these lows, and I would take profit around this low area. If we can still go lower, then well, I can add to my position, and my stop loss is here right above VWAP. Okay, that's one approach. So I'm already quite down at this particular trade, and now so right now we traded these highs and we reclaimed this particular level. Now again, if we see here this mess, this is not particularly a setup of mine, this area. I should not be trading there, like it's okay. So first what I try to do, so let's be very clear, my vision here, we see here this support area pre-market, we are holding that area, we got sold into, and I'm expecting it just to sell off the rest of the day. That's a fine, and then my stop loss is around here. I was wrong about that. It's a fine entry, nothing wrong with that. But then I switch bias, and that's overtrading. That's not part of my setup. It's like, oh my God, I lost. I need to get back in the market. That's not fair. Blah, blah, blah. So to be fair, I already started off on the wrong foot here. I already traded a setup that was not part of my patient, my plan there, my plan. So that is truly unfortunate. Then, well, we come back at these highs, and I'm still not certain because we got volume, and then it feels like it's losing some momentum. So around here, I'm building here my short position to go back down. So when I'm building that short position, didn't end up utilizing, then we just squeeze upwards, and I was like, okay, amazing. The market clearly shows here, bam, we can go up. It's like, beautiful, let's play. So I was playing these upward sides, and bam, I got chopped out here, and that was the last thing of the play. And then I kind of, at the end of the day, I really didn't want to end up this red, so I tried it one more time. We had here this beautiful thing. I was like, yeah, not working, so I lost a little bit more there. But wow, this was truly, so first my first entry, that's an entry should not have exist. It's not a setup of mine. This first entry at the open is good, didn't work out, bit unfortunate. My switch here, not one of my setups, bad trading. This short here at these highs, good trading, didn't work out. This squeeze by the end, we have here over trading. So overall, this would have been a loss, but it would have been minus $100 instead of minus 200. So due to overtrading, due to not accepting my losses, this was not good trading, and this is a major setback. Okay, now we come here. This is a stock at a minus $112, and it shouldn't be. It's a large cap stocks. Don't make big losses on large cap stocks. Okay, we have here PANW. Now, so first of all, we got a gap down based on earnings, but we gap down basically on a support area. Now, there are two things that can happen on this support area, and usually I just go off. So we are here at the support area. Last time we also gap down, and actually my theory was, at this point in my career, I should have had a clear bias. I was quite long bias, but I expected that we would have bounced back right here at the open, and we bounced back. That was my idea. We didn't bounce back, so I shorted there for a floor break setup. Again, is this a good floor break setup? Let me figure that out. So we have here, it is not the worst, but definitely not the best type of setup on the short side. And at that time, my whole position was out of whack. My whole position sizing was not correct. I chased these entries. This is a total mess that was happening. A better idea for me would have been try here this bounce at the open for this. That was a correct move, and then wait, because then I was like, okay, switch buys, but at the open, that's a dangerous game that I'm playing. So there are certain conditions when I play the open like this. But I will make that very clear now what those conditions are, so I can unilaterally apply them. Because usually if I play switch buy so close at the open, I really need to be prepared for those situations. And this time, this was just a lack of preparation, because I missed here this beautiful move to the upside. We see this beautiful consolidation. This would be an entry like here at the lows maybe, and even here at this break of this resistance area. But usually I want to see some volume if I'm not already in the trade. So around this resistance area, just to have that move upwards. And then later, because I missed the move, it's not a terrible entry, but I entered back in my position, right? I entered here on the long side, and eventually I got stopped out here right before the close. So this loss is just a fact of oversizing, and here I truly paid the price for FOMO. So I traded this ticker before, and this is actually because the reason why it's good to have all my tickers is last time I traded, we have here this gap down, we are here at support, and I was expecting the similar step. So that's why I bought here at this open, I bought at the open, and then here will be a good entry to move for the upside. So that was basically what I'm looking for. We have here now a similar situation. So I was looking here, and now we're gonna get bought up. Now we got bought up later, and I was not really prepared for that. Okay, then we go to the last trade, minus $154. Oh, we have here big losers. I honestly don't think I traded that bad. Let me, so here, the last ticker of the day. So I have here first, we we gapped up here. We have here this resistance, so I'm bearish. I think, hey, we will get here sold into. So first I'm looking at these highs. So it makes a new highs and it's rejecting. So again, I'm building my short position right here and creating my short. Here I add to my short, and right here was my first TP, just a little bit lower, and we never end up reaching. So I add here a little bit to my position just to be like, we are still below this critical support and resistance level, and I'm just expecting, hey, we're gonna get here sold off. We have here all this resistance ahead, but you know what? We just kept on grinding upwards. So at these highs, perfectly fine. I stopped out, and then we are not squeezing upwards. All these resistance candles, and I think, oh, this is gonna be, I just got shaken out. We're just testing these highs. It's time to party, we're gonna move. But no, absolutely no time to party, because we are respecting VWAP. VWAP is respected. So I got stopped out my first stop loss, second stop loss. Then we have here this move upwards, and I think, okay, now we are breaking this major resistance area. Okay, do you want to party? Okay, let's party on the long side. But immediately kangaroo tail down, we get slammed down. I think, okay, sure, we get slammed down, no problem. Switch buys, then we're gonna get sold off. I got shaken out. Oh, got trapped on the wrong side, we're gonna go down. Okay, no problem. And I was kind of right, but in the meantime I was looking at different stocks, and then right here again was my TP, right there. Like first I got right there was my TP. So we break here VWAP, but I think maybe we're gonna test VWAP. And then here, when we got halted upwards, I accidentally exited part of my position there. This was totally not, this was just a misclick, and yeah, and that was that. But later, actually it's not the worst either. Later I thought, okay, this stock is clearly giving up right now. Last time, every time it has given up. So this stock, you know what, is clearly given up. If we pass here, pass. Again, I do my floor break setup. So I was building again at the short side into confirmation, building my position, and well, got stopped out everywhere. What can I say? I'm trying to think, if was this bad trading or bad luck? That's when I review my trades. That's something. Sometimes you just get a bunch of bad luck. Sometimes it's bad trading, and sometimes it's just both. So let me go over every ticker once again. The first one, yeah, that's just a risk I took. Maybe I should not have been in the ticker. No problem, just a small loss. SUPX. This was actually beginning was bad trading, but the fact that I got the downside, this downward move, that was great trading. The unfortunate truth is that I overtraded here. That's bad trading, so my gain is very small. Then go to EPL. Wow. So first entry, bad trading. My shorts here at this high, good trading. My switch to the long and this continuation, good trading. My re-entry, bad trading. And here in the end, over trading, bad trading. And what do I have here? Yeah, this is just bad trading. My ideas, my first entry was great. Then I tried my short, but that was, yeah, my position size was way too big. Like here, like if I trade this with the right position size, I should have been minus $30 on this loss, and I was already minus $70. So my risk management was out of whack. That kind of ruined this particular journey for me. So bad trading. And now, yeah, this was a lot of bad luck. I don't hate my trading on this particular ticker. I don't hate it at all. Like, I like my long, didn't work. I like this short, quite good. Yeah, I could have been on the long side. Or hindsight's 2020, but like I didn't like my ad. This ad was too aggressive, I have to admit. This ad was bad trading. This was just too aggressive. This one here. I will need to size down again. It's basically an account reset almost. And from now on, we'll have my max loss in place, which is now $100 loss for my smaller account size because I lost a bunch. And there's a truth of the fact, like what they say, you learn the most of losing. That sucks. I had such an amazing month. So yeah, focus again on good trading. That's important. And hope that was useful. This one didn't work out as the way I wanted. I don't like, and to be honest, I totally do not like to make these reviews and look these big red numbers in the eye, but that is what it is right now. And I really hope this was useful. Yesterday was my biggest loss, minus $40. Now we have minus 466. Come on, unacceptable. I will do the max loss, I promise. This is better. Protect the downside. See you tomorrow.